Another bundle that we have in here is the details ones. So the details, I just packaged up. So the page one, page two. So these tick marks means it's just, I put there because I marked them up already. So these details are really important for us to know that what our tech wants to be there. It's not always provided. So if it's a DNC project, they would ask us to like propose a design or just have a very sketchy details to it. But still, it doesn't mean that we can always follow everything we see in here because we know what better that what will be the structurally adequate than the uh, architect would as a metal worker. Now, so in here, we just got these are just stainless steel handrails, last page, and with some screens and balustrades, so glass and everything. Okay, without further ado, let's go to the plans. Now, one of the great things about this bundle is that they are labeled. So since we have labeled markups, the quickest way to get this done, because what we are doing in here is doing quantity takeoffs, yeah? So we are marking up as well as doing quantity takeoff. Some places we might add something, so it's important for us to do this, especially when a project is in the construction stage as this one is. Now, where we were, so just kind of bring up, so this is a Bluebeam 2019 version, by the way, so got hardware accelerations and all. It's the best one. Now, so the labels selected in here, just follow what the architect has, so we just, in the codes and everything, we just use the numbers, it looks, use the labels, it will look easier for them. Okay, now the last thing that was done here, we go um, to the details bundle. So from page one, I go across. Now, so MSCR3. This is what was the last thing before that I got to before this recording. Now, so what we're going to do, I'll go in here. So go M/SCR-3. Now, Control F, go to find, just like on, and see, uh, M, sorry, SCR, SCR, and interesting. All right, so we just gonna have to look what formats the Arctic has labels. They just um label them differently. So here it will be dash three. Okay, searching current document. Since this is a vector file, obviously since we can zoom in and not lose the quality, it's we can find these details. So it's a vector file and also does have the information we need. But let's say if it was a flattened file or a picture like a scan file, a lot of people they just print it out, mark it up, and scan it. That will make it more difficult because we will not be able to easily find everything. Then there is some OCR. So it depends on the cases. In future videos, we might get into that. And if there are some areas you want to hear more videos on, let me know definitely. Now, so what we have here, MCR, okay. So I'm gonna just reverse this here, tell you why I've done this. So this is a preference, by the way. Like when I look for all these labels, you can see which pages they are on as well. So we're gonna just click on top one, hold shift, click low. Okay. Now we could do a highlight, but I don't really like that because the highlight it could be quite small, you know, and especially cases where I don't have my multiple monitors or something. It will be harder to find, so I would just go to count measurements, choose circle. Yeah, okay, so we can see, the dot circles in there. Now, what I'm going to do, oh, by the way, let's kill this app. Okay, by the way, I use red color, like pure red color, exclusively for this purpose. So I don't use the red markup for any indicator for like markup for some item. We leave the red color in general for architect, metal worker, engineer. We use blue color. Yeah, if we want to mark something. And on top of that, I don't use red color elsewhere. I try not to, so that wherever there is red color, it's just like some marks for me. So it would stand out when we have a busier, what do you call it, the environment. Now here, I'm gonna scale this to 3. Let's go 350. Yeah, so they're huge now. And then opacity, let's go 40, just because we want to see what's underneath of them. Yeah. Now, page label, and then there is comment. Yeah. So you just gotta know, these things, you come up. So let's just bring this here. So we got count is the same as comment. Yeah. So the first one here, that's the card page label 4. Okay, so 4, 5, 6. Now, which one is the first one? Obviously, the fourth one. Now, you zoom in here, as you can see, I have already done this. Let's see what's going on in here. Okay, always. So maybe it could be a double thing. So on this page, we have everything done. We go to next page, which is 5. We have everything there as well. 6, we have everything there as well. Now, just gonna bring this closer. You go over there. Okay. Now, I'm gonna delete this. This part is done. Now, for the next item, so yeah, you see, I don't need the marks anymore. Now, the next item, search MCR, just a second. So we go to details bundle, SCR. Now, what I'm gonna do is just to quickly mark this for myself so we know it's done. So we go to fourth one. Now, fourth one, we would need to search again. So I was looking here, current document. Yeah, that's where we're looking at. Current document, it will work, not all, because if you have files separated out in every page. I prefer like plans like this from bottom up, bundle them in, because you want to calibrate your measurements and everything once, and go through the whole page. It's just quicker. But if it's really huge project, probably we should bundle up different buildings, not the whole site, like 3 high-rise buildings going. It will be like a huge file. Anyway, let's go. So we have found some match here. Just gonna these are 3 simple, so it's only 3 of them. Yeah, so maybe on once a single page. So let's not uh, mark them because I don't see point. Just zoom in really deep and just play around. We find it. Yeah. Now, we come here, we use the polyline. We could use the simple line as well, but the poly one is just has more features to it. Like you can use it. It contains more information, which could be really useful. Now, find the second one is where is right here. Now, you might notice that I'm using units of meter, yeah, because it's just for estimation of such thing. Millimeter doesn't really mean anything because it doesn't really make the price difference. So meters are meter is the unit that I use. Now, just gonna put this as well. Just one thing, try to always get a little bit longer, just so that because being estimator to get things up. MC4, we got 3 in here, and then we can see something's wrong. Oh, see the label. So go 4. Now, color. Let's just go something dark in here. Yeah, okay, so MC4 is done. Go here again. And SCR. They made it really difficult. So M, they are pointing out, it's like, this is a screen. M stands for metal, I assume, because they got this G bal as also that's glass balustrade, yeah, which is, you know, in some words you can say aluminium balustrade glass infill, but because most of it is glass, we just go with glass. It's not very common. We use steel frames, stainless maybe in some areas. Aluminum is generally preferred for us. It's just lighter, easier to work with, and more durable against corrosion and all, especially in Sydney and suburbs near the water, salt water. Now, so next one, let's go back in here again, see what we got. Level. Okay. Okay, so G-bar. G-bar 2 is remaining, so let's just quickly have a look that we don't have it here. We have G-bar 1, label GGG. Alright, yeah, we don't have G-bar 2. Okay, so let's just use this G-bar as default form. So what we're going to do is G-bar 2, so that's what we're looking for, this label. It's a lovely work by the label tech. They made things much easier for us. Generally, the smaller the project, the more complicated things we get, like less detailed information we would have. Now, so we applied that again. Now we go here, properties, right click, properties, put this down. Scale 350 because why not? And this on the 40, yeah? Because we want to see what's underneath. Now go on the first page again. By the way, we are using this right now because there's so many things to mark, yeah. But at the end, we need to have at least a single look around on the elevations as well, and compare, like, to make sure that nothing is missed that was missing a label. It could be disputable if something is not clearly defined, obviously, but it's you could argue like, oh, it wasn't um, clear that you needed something, but overall, we want to make sure that try our best uh, to avoid uh, complications. Okay, so keep that one. We haven't changed, so just let's go click in here. We go here, GPad 2, just use blue color, you know, glass. Okay, we go back here. Okay, you see how easy it become like because of these red circles. I don't have to like keep going looking around. I don't miss something. It just pops out. And that's what I like, so I don't have to keep zooming and looking for things. I would still do that at the very final step. Quick look, just in case something was seriously wrong. It's unlikely. No. Okay, so we got here now. Multi-level buildings, anyway, have something that is very lovely. I love it. Is that um, you figure out one level, and then you go second level. It will be really similar. Like this happens in the residential ones, right? You go like second, third, fourth. Like it could be identical, or it could be a little bit different, or it could be completely different. But when I see like absolutely similar things going on, like a copy paste, that's a perfect one. So see on page level 4, we go here, we're gonna select everything. So click on top one, hold shift, click bottom one, control C, yeah. Now control C, we go to the next page here. You can see already, oh, the balls are exactly in the same location. Now hold control down, shift V. If you just go with control V, what will happen? Let's just go show that quickly. It will drop it off based on some location. I think the most mouse is, but go control Z to bring this back. But when you hold shift, it's telling the program, like control shift V, so the shift is telling the program to exactly drop the markups that we copied in the same location that they were. So according to the page size. Again, this could be a little bit off in some cases, which we can see right now. And what we can do before doing anything, we just go like this. Scrolling. And this thing will happen for many reasons. It could be the link is a bit different, or it's just the page printed as such. So we gonna look in here quickly. Okay, same thing. We go to page 6. Oops, okay, remove something. Control Z. Yeah, okay, now we have done a lot of things. So let's just save this to make sure everything is in place. Okay, now we go again. Control Shift V. Boom. Zoom in again. Okay, we lost them. There you go. move everything together. Okay, so similar. You see, we don't have to do a lot of things. Now, we see here everything is changed, but just drop it. See, okay, yeah, no match, no use. Let's Control Z and clear them off. Now, in here, we zoom in. We see we have made a problem. Wrong thing here. So, band one. Okay. All right, so let's just draw this. Mm. And you can see here, this one shouldn't be there. Definitely from the lower levels. And this is not very important, this one coming here, but let's just go here. So GPAL 1.2 high. Mm. Let's just see what high. Doesn't matter. Small item. If you see more, we're gonna come and make a difference in here. I see. Okay, pull. Yeah, all right. So we got a pull gate in here. So the bounce rate in there. Oh, now let's include the gate stuff to this markup. What we're gonna do is to drop this the gate door. So what we're gonna do is just make the color match. It will be G-val to gate. G-val to G. There you go. Okay, so there's a gate. It's for pool. Now we go to the next one. All right, finished. So we go back here again. We got bell to done. So let's go from we got all this covered. So we got some gate here to look at right now. And what's that? All right, so we got some handle minor items. Don't really like those, small tiny things. There's no generally not very ideal for my line of work. There's no much benefit in them. Okay, so mgat -1. So what this is a metal guide for you'll find it. So mgat one. Let's look for them. Mgat one. There you go. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Now, we got the gates, and we got some extra bits in some of the locations in here. So for such thing like that, what I'm gonna do is I gotta calculate the whole markup in here and then add. mm, it's just my strategy. Then add the gate separately, other than just calculate for this small bit and gate. So I just say like, okay, that much 1.35 whatever by 1.7 or something, the height. So that will be the side plus the gate charge, like gate formation, because naturally this thing about the same. So I'll just say that making gate charge is this much. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and mm, oh, before doing that, I'm just going to check that the color red. All right. Yeah. Okay. Is not is there. So here we go. Line count. All right. Red dots on. Let's just do the same so manually. Just make sure we don't want to lose so much work. So let's go 400 because you know small thing to look at now. Okay. Page 3, 4, and 7. So 3. Okay. So let's drop this. Hmm, Change this to and get 1. And let's just go with this. Okay. Now go ahead and mark all the material. Mm. Oh, this one here, 2. Mm-hmm. 2 more. These markups would also be very useful later on, both for showing to client what's going on, what we are proposing and all, because you might need to change something, to make it either, you know, cheaper or because something they use doesn't comply with some standards and building codes. Oops. Okay, that's a sign that is telling us to save your work. Mhm. Okay, so on this page, we got all the gates marked up. We zoom out to the bigger picture next page. Alright, so it's different, so we're just gonna have to come back. I mean, do it again. Mm, not these things. Okay. Now go back to our rate mark. Okay, on page 7 we got something. Yeah, just one. Mhm. Just checking. Okay, so since we don't have duplicates in here, so what we're going to do is just change this to mgats 1g, yeah, because this is our gate count. So we got some juice count, the mark, the linear meters that's for the material, and then the gates we use this as the hardware count. Yeah? So we're just gonna choose the same color, opacity, let's go 75, yeah? And let's go 200. Go. Not good, barely visible. 300. There we go. That's it. Okay, so there's no way to put the gate on. We're gonna put a marking in here for us that we have done it. Go next. So let's go for here to the everything. Now these handrails. So for marking them in dash SSH1. So what it means is telling us this metal stainless steel handrail number 1. And again SSH. With um, so mhm. Oh, there is a dash. It's too hard to we need to mark it, but just zoom in really deep so that we can see what's been highlighted. Because from up here, you click on that. Oh, where is it? But if you zoom in, you click it. Go. Both of them are here. Okay. So this is a ramp balustrade 1 by 1 4. So okay, you don't need although we can see disability compliance in here, but it's 1 by 1 4. So it's a more chill ramp. These are just hand ramps. If it's more, I think open to more 1.2, there's just like more requirement to it. Now, just put there. And as usual, anything on slope, I put 1.3 multiplier for the slope because we are marking the line. Now, obviously, this is less, but leave it there and there. I would just apply the same thing. All right, okay, making me feel bad. So M dash SSH 1 and okay, this one. Let's just give it. Yeah, I try not to use yellow color just because when it's printed out, if someone prints it out, it's not good. It doesn't turn out to be good. at all. Okay, let's go with violet. Yeah, okay. Multiply 1 point. So what are we doing in here? I'm putting signal. So self now does that. Multiply these quantities that you see in here by 1.25 to get the more accurate result. So guys, it could be some hair going on here, some bend over there, something. My job is to make sure we don't lose money, yeah? Later on, some things could change, or we go on side to side measure, we adjust. Now, so this one is done. Let's just bring one tick mark for myself here. And dash one, so dash two. This is a 1 month, 32 dia 1 month. Okay, so let's just put this detail in here as well. So 1 month handle 38 SS. Same with this, you know? 32. Okay, that doesn't make much difference. That tool looks a bit small. I'm not sure if it's compiled, but anyway, um, that's we don't really need to bother ourselves with it. Later on, it shall come up somewhere and we adjust it. We are pricing for this project after all. When we get it, we go through more details later. That's how it is done. Okay, so let's just mark these things up again. Quite persistent. If you get some other tweak something up, still let me know. I would love to learn. So we got Andrew. Just gonna use this is a starting point now. Color. So we go for 1.3. Now SSH2 is okay, and floor mounted and reinforced. Okay, and here as well. Bad. Now on my I'm connected to monitors. So code missing, so it makes it more frustrating because you have to go switch between tasks. When you have more monitors up here, it will be quicker. It will come up in the future videos. It's not really right now. Um, the connection is not possible with the monitors at, at the moment. Anyway, so we got hash1, hash2, PC hash1. What does it say? Particle finished. Okay. So for particle finish, we do have to charge more. Gal. Okay, that's called gal. So MPC hash1. Search. Done. Hmm. It's a very tiny thing, so it's galvanized. Alright, let's just apply quantity count for this. Go here and here and go with so differentiate, go triangle and ch1 one mount. G we hash. What is that? That's galvanized. Same metal, galvanized handle. That's right. Yeah, like very cheap. Not always, but it's like not for main trends or something. Not just for that. Now we cannot find this. So what I'm gonna do is just put a note here. Not going to be found for us, just so that we know there is nothing. Now, as a final look, gonna go here from the lowest floor. We got something going on here, but we don't know full data. So what we do, we're just gonna um, put some kind of disclaimer saying like out of scope. Yeah. Want to go up. Doing this because I don't have full detail here. And gonna do the same thing. Let's have a quick look. Mm, okay, let's just look here what it is. The north side there, this would be east elevation. Yeah, let's just go bring east elevation, have a look at this to make sure it's not something really serious. Okay, now north, south, east, west, west. So we got all order here going on, so we're gonna combine. So relations, boom, staple, my staple. Eh, such a Metalwork when we change the name of it. Alright. So here we see that should be pergola on this last level. Yeah, here we go. That's a pergola. So, okay, so um, okay, let's just go back here to the level we want to have a look. And we can go high up. Oh, go number 2 is between grid 10 to 13. Okay, so it's between here and there were 2, yeah, so there you go. These are the 3 things we're looking at. What CB is, we can find out. CB. Should be concrete balustrade. Yeah, CB is concrete balustrade. Definitely. That's a concrete balustrade. So don't worry about it. Just gonna go here and release ourselves from needing to declare this. Alright. Uh, could be some 10 to 11. So I'm just using both mouse and touch screen right now. So in here. It could be some kind of a window hood in here. So what we need a section. So let's go see here if I can find some kind of section to his building. Something that cuts between these two. Let's go to the drawings, try to look over some details. Okay, so two. Okay, what I do, I have to go to the source file and dig it up, see if I can find something I'm able to use. So I'll go to our email. This full detail, I'm gonna blur it out. But just gonna see that if we can find some detail in there. Where client put the file. go there, see what's going on. Controls. Another cover sheet. Yeah, it's actually 3D picture. You might be able to see something. Definitely, there is some kind of framing. Really called window hood. Yeah, there is something there. Yeah, sure. What it is exactly we need to find out. Um, Even if we don't, I'll figure out something. Hmm, it's not, but based on experience, I'm gonna tell you how we can do this. So let's just make sure this is correct. Okay. So what we're gonna do is measuring this 250. So we have a 200 by 50 window frame. Now, where does this window framing go? Uh, the cover sheet is providing us with a lot of information. Yeah, very useful. Yeah, so pretty much every um, most of the window has that. And since, all right, just gonna see if the, where this one tends here. So the height, what we can see is the same for these hoods. Every hood for every window, this window hoods have 3 meters. Yeah, 3.1 meters legs, like vertical member and then a horizontal. So what we can do in here, so we can actually we want to be accurate. We can measure the horizontals and add the 2 legs, 2 verticals, 3.1 times 2 is 6.2 to it. And when we are pricing, we would assume a unit. We would use a box section 200 by 50 and cut to the size for horizontal member. Then there is vertical member, so it's just welded together, and 2 cappings on the bottom end because it's like a tree rating, and the whole thing will particle. Um, if we want to be super duper accurate and all, yeah. But here, right now, I don't think that's necessary because for the sake of this estimation and pricing purpose, because it wouldn't make much difference in the price, and just the cost of us, labor to go and calculate these tiny different bits is just unviable. So what we do, I'm going to manually go in here, mark some up. Hmm. Let's just Fortunately, the elevations are not mm, entirely useful thing for us to use in here. So I'll just gonna drop this here. And overall, the more difficult it is to find something, usually the more expensive it would end up being. What's this? Let's look. Okay. Right. Put this markings. Right. There is Roma. So at this stage, this one is not necessarily an easy thing to do. We will have to assume we would make multiple mistakes. Now here we got something different. With that and that. I'm gonna just calculate this two. This one, there be one, but it's two. Mm, I'll remove that out of scope bit. So mailbox, not my jam. Um, it's not part of my product, so we are letting them know it's out. This window hood we can do. So even though they haven't really marked it, we kind of need to, like, they haven't labeled it, but we need to say it and include it because we are professionals and it's likely that they need it anyway. Mm, but it is arguable that, okay, we have details. Of course, there should be somewhere some kind of scope of works in here document, but it's not. Uh, this is okay. The reason being, um, it's just nice. I mean, the optics is done pretty good. Oh, here you go. Scope of work. Actually, we should have done this way earlier. Yeah, but it was fun going through the things, the markups, and the so this is some information in here. I said aluminum screens, prices to incorporate fencing gates, tech, no problem, cool fencing, all good. Swap guard post. Sensor code for reader post. Code post. Mm, yes, find this. Okay. Sample problem. All necessary foam protection or similar to rails or balcony balustrades. Okay. Format the password. Let's go. Wait. Nice. Tempest. Right. Right. General things. We'll see if I didn't find. No, but okay. Checking for some potentially serious things. Okay. That could cost make the cost different. Now, I'm just gonna send an RFI to client, see if they want this. Just adding the last of widowhoods. Hopefully, it's looking around, making sure nothing is seriously wrong. All right, looks good. Creating a legend up here. Mhm. Smaller, even much smaller, and floor to all pages. Now, where you get this legend, that's modified the way I like it, but you could go in here, edit columns, and change to whatever you like, need, works for you, yeah? And select apply all, it adds it to all pages. Now, let's just do a manual save for safety. And yeah, so this window hood at this stage, something broke here. Let me bring it back. Yeah, okay. So the window hoods, as mentioned, is constant. So these are quantities on each page, yeah, each floor. That's how I do it. Yeah, one plan. This window hoods, every floor that I see them, I have marked them. Yeah, I see the legs I've marked. Uh, Later on, when calculating material and all, I would use the common size, one of the bigger ones of common size. Oh, look here. I saw something. Set as default. So something missing in here. Something I could add. These things are possible. See, when you're going so manual like this, you have to allow for big margin of error. So mm, let's leave that out. Um, However, this one wasn't even asked us to do, but yeah, we're gonna throw it out there. So that, okay, we saw that. Uh, we added it for you. Then when they see this, they must do something, some changes. Now, actually, I'm gonna use a gates with tick marks as well. So I'm gonna just change this window hood color to the shape, window hood shape to done. And I think this is better for me. 50, 40. quantity, so we see the details. Now let's execute the save. So pretty much we have the quantities out, most of it. Yeah, I mean for round one, perfectos. Now we go to Metalwork details, we find that. Yeah, so see, we have to do multiple swipes in here. We'll go in more details of the detail of the items. So I'm gonna just finish this recording in here. So we got a lot of markings in there, and if you want to see them more clearly, here is pretty obvious everything, but we can dim content. Yeah, so dim content, some disclaimer drop down there. Um, don't often do that, but this one I will put there for now. Um, mm, just to, make sure that we have everything covered with all these different items. We have the legends up here. If they print it out, they can refer to it. It has the shape and what it is, and yeah, so that should be. Oh, now we go slightly. Let's we delete this go away. See, we don't want to just put repeating and repeating a lot of markups a lot because um, it's not really ideal, and it will be a lot of clutter on the page and make things really slow. Could make things really slow. Um, doing this last switch. Okay, all right. Found something big. See, that's why we should look into the details. That was around pool area, which we had two angels going on there. Some items probably left out of the search. Maybe we don't know. What we're gonna do is to just add them up to our calculations. Okay, so there, two. Staircases, we leave them out. These two. Remove the text box now because have a signed contract. Just it's too much to put on their shoulder, so let's just remove that. You get two more details, put that later on. To ensure everything is perfect. Mm, do this as it goes. tick marks now. There you go. Okay. Close everything. If you have any questions or comments, please leave below, and I try my best to respond to as many as I can. If you have any suggestions or requests for different kinds of markups, let me know and I will consider it. Thank you and have a good day.